Hi. Welcome to another Power Blast podcast. All right. Yeah, I know I'm in that crazy pose that we have for trying to do the camera at the same time that I'm holding that pose. That crazy pose from P90X where you got to go and grab through, and then hold that for the longest time, and this leg is just screaming that whole time because you're in that lunge. And then if any of you got that P90X one-on-one series with Tony's MC2 workout, what is he? He's got it underneath, and then he kind of steps it forward like this, and then pulls that up and holds underneath. I mean, when I first saw that that clip on the P90X, what is it called? The one-on-one series, P90X one. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to go into the new P90X2? Because that's something that many of us wanted to know. I mean, I know a lot of people were not big fans of P90X yoga. And for many of you that I've talked to in the past, back when I did Power 90, I used to skip over that power yoga 5-minute section, and then when they did the hour and a half in P90X, I was like, oh my gosh. But because it just works so much on flexibility, and all my other workouts got better, I religiously do yoga. But now I always glue on to the one-on-ones one with the Fountain of Youth. Fast forward to P90X2, which is going to be released here in December soon. So if you have not pre-ordered yet, get on that bandwagon. Otherwise, you're going to miss out, and who knows when they're going to ship the next batch sometime in 2012. But you'll be one of the first to get that. I've got those details at thex2.com. It's not a special website or anything like that, all dedicated to P90X2. It's just some information that you may want to check out and pre-order. I love that there's no money down for it. It doesn't bill, you don't get billed till shipping. But anyway, P90X2, just a few weeks ago, I was able, I had the pleasure, the honor of being with a group of friends down in California, and we went and did the P90X2 yoga workout. A big group of people, and we thought Tony was going to be the one that was going to lead us, but he was overseas. But they put in the actual disc, we got to see it as if. Everybody got a free, little P90X mat. You can see mine's a bit worn. A little yoga mat. But my perspective, because I went through it and I didn't, totally, absorb every single move, but I liked it. The workout was about 62 minutes long, so, for some of us, it's like, oh my gosh, it's over an hour. But that 62 minutes went by way fast. You remember when you're in that lunge and you're holding it forever and ever and ever and ever. Where am I? This way. And you're holding it, and you're holding it. Tony doesn't, these postures don't get held really as long as a lot of the other postures do in P90X. So the movements are rather fluid. I mean, you hold them for a bit of time, but they don't seem to go like, oh my gosh, let me go already. You do these sequences of yoga poses. You hold them for a bit, and then you go through and you kind of repeat that sequence. I can't remember how many times or anything like that, but I can get out of my lunge now. But that was something that was just kind of a breath of fresh air, and time just seemed to fly by. Before I knew it, it was like that 15-minute chunk was done, that 15-minute chunk was done, and all of a sudden it was just like, wow, that was really just a great workout, nice sweat, it just, to me, didn't seem, while I like to lose myself a little bit in the yoga moments, sometimes it's kind of like you start thinking about the day and, it's like, oh gosh, I got to get to this and when's this going to be over with, I'm sure many of you can relate. But now this kind of went by lickety-split and still felt like just an amazing flexibility yoga pose. Yes, for those of you who are wondering, when Tony does that crane move, and everybody's in crane. I wonder if I can even do that. Can I demo a crane? Can I even get a crane going with my wrists here? But when people do the crane, I'm actually going to see if I can do that. Don't fall on my laptop here. He actually does, almost fell over, have one of the guys spin the leg out like they do in the P90X one-on-one, and you swear the guy he just separates his body and does that. You're just like, wow, really? You can do that? But there's always a way in all these workouts to be able to modify it and make it for you if you're not ready at that ability. But if you're already feeling like, hey, I need more of a challenge, it's always got somebody that's taking it up another notch that you never really thought of, but you want to try, you want to achieve, you want to go for that. And that's what I love about all these workouts. There's just always those, those variations that people can do that's right for them, but always that more challenging way to go, I never thought of that. So if you've got the one-on-one, some of those moves are in there, not all of them, because there are some crazy ones. I think Tony just kind of went through and decided, after all was said and done, what was going to stay and what wasn't. There's some other moves that were not in the one-on-one that are in P90X2. Like I said, I didn't memorize it, but anyway, you don't want to miss out on your opportunity to be one of the first. Maybe we're going to get in an infomercial together or whatever it is. But here it is, November. I know we talked about this a few months ago, but here it is, November. And you probably want to get that under your tree like the rest of us with all the goodies. They've got 3 different packs. But right now, just to pre-order, go to thex2.com. You can click the pre-order button, and there's no charge for that. It doesn't charge until it ships sometime in December. So, if right now things seem to be a little bit tight, just know that you won't be billed until it ships. So that's kind of a nice little perk. Anyway, just wanted to share that little bit. I've been trying to work a little bit on my flexibility and stuff like that, and gear up for this program without taking myself out of the game. As I'm working through a few little issues with muscle things, but gonna work through that, and that we're gonna be able to push through this, and we can push each other and challenge each other, right? So that's all I have for this week. Remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.